Hello everyone, I'm back with another video. In today's video, we are going to cover how to create budget plan entry and how to create budget plan entry into budget register entry. So let's start with creation of budget plan entry. So previously we have completed all the setups related to budget plan and budget control. In today's video, we will see how to create budget plan and even how to create budget register entry. And also we will see how it will impact it in every scenario, in PO, in journal entries, all such a thing we are going to cover in this video. So let's begin. So in previous video, we have created two budget plan process. So for each budget plan, for each budget plan, we are going to create one entry, right? So suppose let's assume that we received one budget from IT department. In previous example, we have decided that finance department will release one budget to respective department for respective department like IT department, like admin department, like operation department, and each department will check their budget and finalize that budget. Then finance will finalize that budget. So here we will receive budget from IT, right, in the system. So suppose this is my finished good account. In finished good account, I have a mention that in IT budget I will allocate smartphone for 8 lakh, for laptop 15 lakh, for a stationery 25,000. If it is IT, then salary is a major thing. For salary, I have a allocated major expense of 75,000, 78 lakh. Okay, then office furniture 40,000. This is my business unit. This is my department. Business unit is IT. Department is also IT. Cost center is related. I have IT related cost center. I have attached. Okay, and through budget detail, we can able to know this budget is related to what. So this dimension I have added for to know the budget only, to know the budget better. Now, after understanding this, we are going to pass one entry. So suppose we are assuming that it is our first year in the company. So there is a two scenario that if company have previously using Microsoft for so many years and company is using Microsoft D365 for a first year. So I'm going to cover right now second scenario that company is using Microsoft Dynamics for a first time. So they don't have any entry in the system. So how they will do the budget plan? So again, in this case, they need to do create a budget plan manually. So right now, I'm going to create a budget plan manually. So here in budgeting, we have a budget plans. Okay, so I'm going to create a new budget plan. I'm going to select my budget process. So this is a quarter one budget. So demo budget quarter one. This is my budget planning process there that I'm going to select. This is the IT related budget. So I'm going to select in responsibility center as an IT department. In a parent budget plan, I'm not selecting anything. So this is IT related budget, IT budget for 2024 quarter one. I'm giving one simple name to budget plan. Then this is mandatory. I'm selecting. So this is purely add-ins. You can see here that this is add-ins screen. You will able to find over here. So what I will do, I have received this budget plan from IT department. This is a fractional data. Uh, there is no relevance to the any company. I have just created for to understanding you all. So I am adding this main account. This line number is a mandatory 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay. Description, we don't need to write right now any description over here, but I have added this column because you want to know the description, and even you want to know the in which main account you are passing budget. So that's why I have added this description in budget layout here from here description. In previous lecture, I have covered this setup. So now I'm adding business unit over here. Okay. Also, I'm adding department here. You need to make sure that none of the none of the budget none of the financial dimension will be uncovered. You need to add each dimension dimension value in that dimension. Okay. Otherwise, this template will not upload. There will be error while doing publishing. And now I have added cost center, even have added budget details. Now I'm also adding my quarter one budget amounts. Now I'm going to publish this. Great. So I have published this budget in budget plan. If you refresh this page, you will see that all the budget is automatically come over here. The next step is to follow workflow. So right now I'm here in a workflow page. We have created one quarter budget workflow for over here. So in workflow, uh, we have a department. Suppose I am Avadh Shah, I am in IT department. So I am going to submit this to finance department right now. Submit to finance department. It will take a few minutes to run batch job in background. After that, finance department will receive this budget. Sorry. I need to go to that budget plan entry. This is this one. Oh no, this is 305. Okay. So right now this budget will come with finance department, and I have selected myself in finance department for this demo purpose. So what finance people will do, again finance people will go to this worksheet. They will open this worksheet. I'm closing old one. Suppose finance people will approve here out of 1,50,000 they will approve, out of 15 lakh they will approve 14 lakh, suppose. And for rest they have approved same amount, and they will approve, they will publish the same. Okay, once they will publish their budget, it will automatically come over here. And now finance team sent as an this budget to CFO. Yeah, it will take some time. uh, Workflow batch will run in background. It is still in review. Okay. So now this budget will come with CFO. CFO again will open this worksheet. I'm going to off this old worksheet, and CFO will approve budget plan as per their necessity and as per their thinking. Like suppose in current case, CFO approved 13 lakh in 13 lakh in laptop, 5 lakh in laptop, 70 lakh in salary, and for rest he have approved all amounts. After that, CFO will publish this. Now CFO need to refresh this. In my case, I have attached my name in CFO in this demo purpose. Now CFO approve this budget. So this is approved budget. if you will see that this budget plan is already approved. Okay, so now how to convert this approved budget plan into budget register entry? This process we will going to see in our next step. So in budgeting, we have a periodics. In periodics, we have a various type of budget generation entry. So in to create a budget register entry, we need to click on generate budget register entry. After clicking on generate budget register entry, we are going to click on demo budget quarter one, which is our budget planning process. Okay, this last one is our latest budget we have created just few minutes back. In budget plan scenario, we need to select the CFO approved budget. Why? Because we will finalize a budget which is approved by the CFO. So in budget model, it is a quarter one model. Okay. Then in budget code, it is a original budget. Okay, then you need to click on generate. So the 27 number of entry is generating. So in budgeting, you need to go to on budget register entry. So this last one entry we have created right now. Okay. So overall budget for IT department for quarter one is 89 lakh 15,000. Okay. So the budget was given by department was 1 crore to 2 lakh 15,000. But final budget approved by CFO was 89 lakh. Okay. So we are going to update these balances. By doing this, your budget control is activated for this particular main account. So now in periodic, we have a various option. So you can create a budget plan from budget plan. So from this budget plan, you can create a quarter two budget plan. Okay. Again, you can create a budget plan from general ledger. So in case our company is working dynamics from 3-4 years, then you can directly take a budget from previous year. So in my case, what I will do, I will create a new budget plan. Okay, for a quarter one, I have prepared a name as an generate budget plan from GL. Okay, so you we will able to find in responsibility center. I am writing operation. Okay, so in budget model, it is a quarter one model. Okay, then I have selected accounting type as an equity, liability, asset, expense, revenue. Anywhere if we have created budget that will covered here. In a budget plan scenario, this is demand by department. Okay. So rest of finalization of finance and CFO will done as per our current scenario. Okay. So here there is a factor. So suppose if you feel that in current years there is a inflation and you want to increase that rate into 1.1%, then the whatsoever main account entry will be there in general ledger, it will multiply by 1.1. Okay, I am not doing anything right now. I'm just generating it. So this budget plan is generated over here. You can see this that 306 is our number. Here, the budget plan is generated. So whatsoever entry have a passed in general ledger, you can able to see over here. Okay, so if you are working with so many years in D365, this is one of the way you can generate your budget plan. So after budget register entry, I'm going to cover two more scenario. One is the additional budget and second is the transfer of budget. So firstly, I'm going to cover additional budget. So in budgeting, I'm going into budget register entry. I'm clicking on new. In budget model, I'm selecting budget model. In budget code, I'm selecting revised budget. Revised budget is nothing but additional budget. So here we have a this much of budget. Okay, so in advertising budget, what I'm doing, I'm adding 30,000 rupees. So apart from this 50,000, now my advertising budget is of 80,000. Okay, after that, you need to click on save and you need to update this budget balance. And by clicking on update, now your advertising budget is increased with 30,000 and now your advertising budget is 80,000. Okay, after that, I'm going to select the next scenario of transfer budget. So in budgeting, I'm going into budget register entry again. I'm clicking on new. I'm clicking budget model. In budget code, I'm clicking on transfer budget. Okay, so suppose I have a laptop budget of 13 lakh. Okay, so after out of 13 lakh, I know that 2 lakh of laptop budget I'm not going to use uh, for uh, for a this IT department. Rather than I'm going to use in another department. So what I will do, I will pass 2 lakh amount with the negative sign, and I will add one more line with a different department. Suppose this I'm using in HR. Okay. So this 2 lakh I'm going to add in HR department. So this concept is transfer of budget from one department to another department. By same way, you can transfer the budget from one main account to another main account also. So I'm updating this budget. So by doing this, you can able to transfer your budget from one department to another department. Now we have completed all the setup related to budget and we have created budget register entry. So now what we will do, we are going to check how budget register and how budget control will work at the time of passing PO and journal entry for this particular main account and this particular dimension. Please make sure that if you have created budget for particular dimension, you need to mention that particular dimension while passing entry. Otherwise, it will shows that you have not created budget for that particular main account and dimension, and your budget your entry will not able to pass budget parameters. Okay, so now in system, how system will calculate budget and how system will calculate controls, that will going to show. So firstly, I'm taking this example of this main account. Okay. So for that, I'm going to create a purchase order in a budget control. In a budget control, we have a budget control configuration over there in document and journal. I have enabled purchase order. Okay. So this control will work on purchase order page. Okay. So I'm going to select this item. Okay. So for this particular item, I have a budget of 13 lakh. So now I'm writing 10 lakh. Okay. and now I'm checking what happening in budget. Okay, so if after clicking on save, you can able to say see that your budget check is passed. So we have budget of 13 lakh. Okay, and in budget control, again I'm going into budget control. We have a defined threshold of 19%. So, anything you have a made more than 90%, you will have a one warning message. So in here, this budget is crossed 19%. I have written down 12 lakh and I'm clicking on save button. So if you will check, then this is warning. Budget check is passed, but with warning. Okay. And suppose now I'm going to enter more than 13 lakh. I just enter one more rupees. So you will have getting this error that your budget is overvalued with 1 rupees. Okay, exceed with 1 rupees. So here the important thing is to write down this budget, this financial dimension. Okay, in budget details I have written down laptop, uh, then business unit for cost center, I mean IT, production and IT, which I have uh, I have mentioned at the time of budget register entry. Okay, so suppose if I'm changing this dimension over here, I'm writing as in service and operation. If I will click on save, then you will see that budget register this will exceed with 13 lakh amount, because a system will unable to find budget of this particular main account with this dimension sets. So it is important to use same dimension which is you have for by which you have created budget register entry. Okay, so this is, I think so this is now clear with all of you. So now I'm taking one another example of salary. So right now I'm going into general ledger module and I'm passing general entries. Okay. So in document and general, you will see that daily journal we have enable budget. So by clicking that, any journal entry with a daily journal name type, system will check the budget for the same. So now I'm passing one entry, journal entry, journal. It is important to use same main account and dimension. I'm repeating again and again. Now we have a 17 lakh of budget over here. This is salary account. So I'm in offset account. I'm selecting salary payable account. Okay. And click on save. The budget passed with warning. Okay. Because we have 70 lakh of budget and we have used that. So this one example I want to show you. Now what I am doing. Now I'm passing the same entry in August month and I'm clicking on save button. You will see that there is one error button that budget is exceed with 70 lakh. Why this come? Because we have defined budget control on quarterly basis. Okay. So we have created budget register entry in quarter one. So this August month in quarter two. So for quarter two, we have not passed any budget register entry. So for that particular period, my budget is till now it's a zero budget. So for because of that, I am facing this error, and you can verify with that that budget working properly periodically also. Okay, so that also that test case also I want to showcase you. Now I have I mean I have mentioned all the test case in this particular video. Now if you want to see budget versus actual versus budget, then this is a beautiful report system have given. In inquiries and report there is basic budgeting, and in basic budgeting there is actual versus budget. Then you need to type necessary parameters like budget planning is my dimension set, my model and period and a main account type. And by clicking apply parameter, you will able to see this report. Okay. So here right now, I'm not going into the depth because it is a messy data. I have done so many testing over here. So this is all about the budget. I'm